What's going on, YouTube? Coming at you with today's video. I'm feeling a whole lot better than I was in the last video, so hopefully I'm not going to be coughing every 2 seconds in this one. And I'm also learning my lesson and doing the recording and what I want to talk about before the workout, and we'll jump into the workout right after this. So today's video, I want to spend just a couple of minutes talking about resolutions and moving into 2020, because 2019 is closing up on us here in a couple of days. It might even be done by the time this video launches. So I want to talk about how you're moving forward in the next year. And I've talked about this in the past, right? My very first video was just a few weeks after the new year, and I was talking about I wanted to lose weight and what my resolutions were towards that. And I pretty much hit the goals I wanted to that year. And then 2019 came along and my goals weren't so much fitness related, so they tapered off. But now 2020 is hitting. And as far as fitness goes and as far as my YouTube channel goes, I want to make this one of the most successful years that I've seen in a long time when it comes to my personal life and when it comes to this YouTube channel. So something that I'm implementing in this is what I'm calling the 2x2 rule. And it is basically building off of a video I watched recently from Matt D'Avella. I'll have that video linked below. Basically what he's talking about in that 2-day rule is never taking more than 1 day off at a time. And I liked that idea. And when he was explaining it, I think he was trying to keep it very surface level. I honestly had to watch it twice to really fully understand what he was trying to say. But essentially, it's not taking more than 2 days off at a time. So I want to implement something similar to that moving into 2020. I'm going to tweak it a little bit, and I'm going to call it the 2x2 rule. So basically, it's very much the same in the sense that I want every good habit that I'm trying to instill, I need to do it at least 2 days in a row. And the second half of that, the second 2, is that I don't want to take a break for more than 2 days in a row. So I have to do it for 2 days in a row, and I can't take a break for more than 2 days in a row. So I kind of want to show you what I mean. Again, I've talked about this recently. I recently got an Apple Watch, and that's what kind of got me going on this, is because my Apple Watch automatically tracks the fitness rings. I have my calories set for movement. I want to move 750 calories a day, and then it automatically wants me to do 30 minutes of exercise and 12 standing hours. I'm gonna have my phone put up here. It's a no-brainer to enact this rule in my workouts, where I close all 3 rings 2 days in a row, and if I have to, take a break. But that means I have to do it again the following day. I cannot take 2 more days off, or a second day off in that stretch. And it's great because my phone is tracking all of that information for me without having input anything. I don't have to worry about, if I tracked it, remembering to journal it. Likewise, I've instilled a couple other goals, and I'm using an app called Done. It's a free app. And it's met my needs for the few goals that I have on it. And you guys can see right now that my 3 goals, my 3 habits that I'm trying to build coming into 2020 is to do 20 push-ups a day. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot for most people, but that number is going to grow. I just want a consistent 20 push-ups a day. It's going to have drinking water, 100 ounces of water per day. That's how much I want to intake every single day. And then again, I have my rings closed on there. So kind of going into yesterday, you can see I did 2 out of the 3, but the day prior, all 3 were closed. And that was the first day I tracked. So this is still very new. This is my entry point into journaling, if you will. I haven't gotten too far into it and writing things out. All that being said, I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. I'm trying to give myself a notice that I need to work out, I need to get fit, and I'm using a minimum of 2 days in a row to do that. Because no matter what, if I stick to this plan of 2 days on, 1 day off, that's 5 days a week. And if I can do more than that, perfect. That's excellent. But I'm setting myself kind of some open areas there, so that way I'm hitting things 70%, and I'm not stressing about being perfect every single day, because the long-term life-changing progress doesn't happen from being perfect 100% of the time. From what I'm learning in street parking, in my workouts, and just my journey so far, progress happens through consistency over time. It's not always fun, it's not always linear, and it's not always direct progress, but that is the best way to see results in anything that you want to do. So I wanted to share this with you guys today because I think this is a pretty modular thought process of 2 and 2. And you can switch it up if you want to start working out. What I see people do, and kind of what I've done my whole life, was New Year comes, I try and do all the fitness, all the goals, everything, just all at one time. And I urge you to take a step back. Don't do everything at once. Try and do one thing at a time. If you want to lose weight, if you want to be more fit, and I'm using that because that's one of my main goals, use the 2x2 rule. If you're new to all of this, I would say strive to hit the gym 2 days in a row, just going to the gym, doing something. Do that 2 days in a row. And then if you have to, take 2 days off. Then make sure you're going 2 days in a row. So you can use 2x2 as 2 on, 2 off. I'm using it as 2 on and don't do 2 off. So I always want to do my goals 2 days in a row with very little interim. But it can be adapted. It can be adapted to if you want to read more books in the year, if you want to, again, go to the gym, if you want to create something 2 days in a row, take a day off if you have to. The goal is to tighten it down as the year goes on, make things more strict, and really focus on improvement, because motivation happens when you see progress, and then the motivation will build, and then you'll keep going, keep pushing. So I encourage you guys to try it. I'm gonna jump into the workout now. So did a little bit of warm up, but the first part of today's strength workout is a deadlift every 2 minutes for 10 minutes. And I've got 7 reps in each round. That worked up to about 335. That's the weight I'm gonna use on this. It's been a little bit since I've done some heavy deadlifts repeatedly like this. So I'm gonna take it a little bit easier, but 5x7 every 2 minutes. That was really heavy, but now I'm on to the part I was looking forward to, bench press. Every other minute for 4 rounds by 8 reps. All right, so worked up to 225. It's about 70% of my 1 rep. Actually, it's a little bit more than that. So this is gonna be heavy. I honestly thought I was gonna be able to finish that one fine, but on that 7th rep, it's just something, all of a sudden it wasn't there. And I thought I was gonna be able to get it. Thought I was gonna be able to finish, but I didn't. Failed on the second to last round, but instead of trying to drop the weight, I'm gonna move on to the final portion of this workout, which is a quick 6-minute AMRAP of 6 kettlebell swings and 6 push-ups. So a nice little finisher to hit on all the parts that we just drove to the ground. Let's get it. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you today. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. I really, truly hope that 2020 is a great year for everyone watching this. Make a plan, start off easy, and then just find a way to execute. That's all there is, guys. But again, I appreciate it. Appreciate all the watches, views on these videos. If you could, hit that thumb up below. Give this video a like. It does help me out quite a bit. But until next time, remember, we're all in progress.